Before I get into this, I am still having some issues with my screen, but it looks better than it did before, so that's good. But anyways, this is the final 3DS Me update, and I will waste no further time and get right into this. First off, this is Refin, sorry, and she replaces Gabri from my Me Olympics pack. These are the first few. These are Me Olympics me's. Here's a redesign for Gretel. I hope the QR codes are still scannable. Here's a redesign for Klaus. I know it doesn't look like I changed him that much, but I changed his species, and I also made his eye color different to be more consistent with Sunny and Violet, who are meant to be his siblings. And yes, you can probably guess where I got those three names from. And yeah, the reason why it doesn't really look much like a different species because his eyebrows were used to create a certain like facial expression, and the glasses didn't work out. So yeah. Anyways, here's a redesign for Naofumi. And a small design change for, well, pretty much a redesign for Nodding, but I didn't really change the design that much. Here's a redesign for Chow. And here's a design edit for Mafa. I basically changed some small things about him. And for So Young, I basically just gave her quote unquote ears. Here's a pretty big design change. This is Sunny. And there were some things about her design that I just didn't like and thought could be improved, but I think she looks better now. And of course, here's Violet. Pretty much the only change here is once again the quote unquote ears. And lastly, for Me Olympics, I edited the design for Warwick. Now onto the main 3DS pack. This is Ailen, who replaces Avian, that's her name. Next is a redesign for Chime. And a very drastic redesign for Florian, who has gone through several design changes. I think his name is actually pronounced Florian. I don't know. It's a Catalan name, so my apologies if I get that wrong. Now this me you probably recognize as Hyundai, but I changed her name because Hyundai isn't an actual Korean name, and I just was being dumb at the time. So yeah, now her name is an actual Korean name, Hyun Kyung. Here is a redesign for Masako. And lastly, for the 3DS Mii's, this is Nieves, who replaces Sharpay, which is not really much of a great Mii in my opinion, but I like Nieves a lot better. Now on to Pilot Wings Resort. So you're probably wondering, what changed about this Mii right here? She looks the same. Well, I initially called her Chica, but now her name is Chenza because I used a similar name for a different Mii that I think fit that Mii better. So yeah. Next up is a redesign for Cormac, and also I corrected a spelling mistake on his name. So, yeah. And that was all for Pilot Wings Resort. Now on to the last 3DS pack, which is Wada Wada Debug. First is a redesign for Tommy. Here's a redesign for Logan. I had a pretty specific thing in mind with Logan's design that I decided just didn't work out in the end. Here's a redesign for Norio. And finally, a redesign for Puri. I hope I said that at least somewhat correctly. And yeah, that's everything for this video, and that is the last me update for the 3DS I will make.